Music is one of the greatest creations of mankind. It has the ability to move, influence, inspire, and drive people in a way nobody else can. There have been musicians who have left a mark on this planet in a really short span of time that can never be erased. The quality of music they offered cannot be replaced. Today, we at Deluxe Life are going to remember 10 of the greatest musicians who died young. You will be surprised to see who is on number 1 on our video. Before we start, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest, life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. Let's start with number 10. Number 10. Kurt Cobain. Even though he had quite a cult following, Kurt Cobain managed to enchant anyone who watched him perform through his magnetic talents. He was the voice of a generation and the inspiration behind countless bands. He was a free spirit who was not afraid to be starkly vocal about deep issues. But Kurt Cobain was his own harshest critic. The young musician took his own life at the age of 27. Despite the untimely death of this incredible personality, his voice will continue to delight us, inspire us, and motivate us for generations to come. Number 9. Tupac Shakur. One of the greatest rappers to be ever born, Tupac was also a prolific actor, producer, and ballet dancer. In his short time on Earth, he gave a voice to the people suffering with deep personal issues through his deep soliloquies. Shakur became the best-selling hip-hop artist in the world with over 75 million albums sold, including 44 million in the US in 1996. He was wounded in a drive-by shooting. Sadly, Tupac died of his wounds 6 days later at the age of 25. Number 8. John Lennon. John Lennon's ability to write emotional and thought-provoking material will always remain unmatchable. He gave us numerous timeless classics like Happy Christmas, War Is Over, Instant Karma, and several others with his iconic band, The Beatles. Tragically, just a few weeks after the release of his album Double Fantasy, a deranged fan shot Lennon several times in front of his apartment complex in New York City. Lennon died at New York City's Roosevelt Hospital on December 8, 1980. Number 7. Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse charmed us with her distinctly captivating voice and music since her very first album. This Grammy Award-winning English retro soul singer gifted us with her unique songs that are remembered by people to this day. Leading a rock and roll life has proved fatal to many artists, but few could be considered as much of a loss to music as Amy Winehouse, who was found dead at the age of 27. One of the outstanding singers of her generation, she had suffered from drug addiction and the destruction it causes. Number 6. Eazy-E. Eazy-E, a member of NWA, was one of the artists behind the growth of the rap industry in Hollywood. Through his raps, he boldly raised his voice to address various economic, political, and social issues. In 1995, the rapper was suddenly diagnosed with AIDS. At the time of Eazy-E's death, he was only 31 years old and at the height of his solo career. Even though it has been over 2 decades since his passing, the music community continues to grapple with his absence and still has a hard time coming to grips with a conspiracy theory shrouding his legacy. To this day, several rappers all over the world are influenced by this man. Number 5. Whitney Houston. If you asked someone to imagine the voice of an angel, they would probably imagine the voice of Whitney Houston. She made hitting the highest notes seem like an effortless task. On February 11, 2012, Whitney Houston checked in to the Beverly Hilton Hotel to attend Grammy Awards. On the same night, she was found face down in the bathtub. CPR was administered and paramedics were called to no avail. The police who arrived on the scene found an open bottle of champagne and a spoon containing a white crystal-like substance. Weeks later, an autopsy report said the reason of Houston's death was heart disease and cocaine use. Number 4. Freddie Mercury. Admitted, no musician interacted or interacts with his or her audience the way he did. The lead singer and songwriter of Queen was an iconic sensation and a flamboyant persona that the world deserved to see more of. As the larger-than-life, Freddie Mercury had millions of fans around the world. They were all left heartbroken when he passed away from AIDS on November 24, 1991. Freddie had only revealed he was battling the disease the day before in an emotional statement to fans. Number 3. Avicii. Avicii created a global stir with his music at the tender age of 16, and that was just the beginning. He inspired so many people to become a DJ all over the world with his masterclass mixing, sampling, and splicing. Sadly, he was one of those gem musicians who died young. It was a shock when, on April 20th, the DJ producer whose house beats and Nordic good looks made him one of EDM's most bankable stars, died by suicide on an estate owned by the royal family. The suicide surprised those close to Avicii, who had shown positive changes after quitting touring to deal with health and alcohol issues. Number 2. Chester Bennington. Chester's powerful voice was something that everyone could only dream of having. The lead singer of Linkin Park gave us In the End, Numb, New Divide, Somewhere I Belong, and so many other remarkable songs for which we can never be thankful enough. In 2017, Chester died of suicide by hanging and was found on the morning of July 20th in his Palos Verdes Estates home in Los Angeles County, a week before Linkin Park were to set out on a 29-day North American tour. His death was a huge loss to the music industry in the history. Number 1. Michael Jackson. The legend needs no introduction. Michael Jackson was the god of music world. Yes, he died later than many other musicians, but you can never have enough of MJ. The king of pop enchanted the world with his mind-blowing songs, Billie Jean, Smooth Criminal, Thriller, Bad, Beat It, the list goes on, and his amazing dance style which no one can ever recreate. Like his life, Michael Jackson's death in 2009 dominated news bulletins around the world, with the fallout lasting for years. He was a true entertainer. Share your most favorite single from these icons who left us too early. Comment below your favorite songs by these singers. Subscribe to Deluxe Life for more awesome videos and ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest videos. Deluxe Life. Find what calls to you.